Hello everyone and welcome to United Unravelled. This is the preview for the big game PSG versus Manchester United in UEFA Champions League knockout stage. Remember we had a very unfortunate result at home in the first leg. We are 2-0 down in aggregate and this is going to be a massive task. But guys, we are Manchester United and we have done numerous comebacks before, maybe more than any side in the entire Europe. And that is why we believe in this team. We believe we can get a result. And even as Ole says, this is not mission impossible. This is mission possible. If anyone can do it, maybe Manchester United can. And to get motivation, yesterday's result in Champions League is what we can look up to. Ajax going to Real Madrid at Santiago Bernabeu and get beating Real Madrid 4-1. And we know Real Madrid are not at their best. They are far from their best. They have had some problems in the league, but no one expects them to be beaten 4-1 at home in Champions League. And that is something that can inspire us. That is something, that encouragement that Manchester United might need. So, and if you see in last 2-3 years, the Champions League has been weird. Lot of big results have been overcome. Roma doing it, Barcelona doing it, Juventus doing it almost. And I mean, there have been similar results. So there is nothing for United to be discouraged about. Yes, we would have preferred if we would have had our best 11 playing. Even if we are 2-0 down, we would have fancied ourselves more. But yeah, it's okay if we were outplayed in the first leg. That's okay. PSG may deserve the win in the first leg. Maybe the result could have been a slightly better, giving us some more chance. But the team that we are going to put tomorrow is going to be a strong team. And that is one thing I love about Ole. If you think of Jose Mourinho, I mean, yeah, he's gone, he's the past. But just to compare on a few levels, he didn't get one centre back in the transfer market he wanted. He moaned about it the entire season that he was there. I mean, we thought his moaning will end after the transfer market, but no. He still ended up complaining about it every time United conceded goals. He didn't give any confidence to our defense. And that is why we licked lots of goals. We were having negative goal difference when he left. And he basically made our entire team defend because we didn't have that one centre back that he needed, as if with one centre back we were suddenly going to start attacking a lot. But if you look at Ole, he has 10 injuries, 10 freaking injuries. I mean, and they are not backup players being injured. They are four of our front six. It's Martial, Lingard, Mata, Sanchez. It's two of our three best midfielders injured and one being suspended. And some in defense injuries. I mean, yeah, so defense injuries maybe are not causing a problem right now. But the attacking part, it's massively changed. But still, Ole goes and says, he has done so in the last 3-4 games that we have had these injuries. He has always said, the 11 I put, don't worry about it. We'll put a strong 11 tomorrow to face the team, opposition. And that is the confidence he gives his players, that you're at Manchester United, even though you might have not started a few games before. You are a Manchester United player because you have a lot of talent. And that is why they are performing. I mean, look at the last 3 matches we have, or rather I would say include Chelsea in it as well. So last 4 matches we have played with a depleted squad and we have had results against Chelsea, Liverpool, Crystal Palace away, a comeback against Southampton. I mean, why do we have to fear? I mean, that things have changed. We don't fear anyone. Manchester United are never supposed to fear any team in Europe, right? So let's hope it's a mission possible. And I think as a Manchester United fan, whatever result we get, I am pretty sure the players will give a good account for themselves. We might lose the match, we might lose the tie or anything, but any result that we get, if it's a draw or a win, even if the win means we might not go ahead, if it's let's say 2-1 win or whatever, we have to be immensely proud of the team. Tomorrow is not the day, or rather tonight is not the time to slam players, maybe gives a bad pass, misses a chance and stuff. They are going to give their best. Ole is going to make sure they are going to give their best. And as Manchester United fans, we need to support them. And huge hats off to the fans who are going to travel from Manchester United to Paris. And pretty sure they are going to make their voices heard. We have been great in our support, especially. And with that support and with the players determined to give an account with nothing to lose. I think let's hope for a miracle. Miracles do happen. We saw one yesterday. We can see one tonight. And with the coming to the youth that are in the squad, I think we have five academy players. I mean, I'm not still irrespective of Rashford and Pereira and McTominay and all those players. I think apart from that, we have five players from academy, uh, or rather, let's say 523 players currently, or under 18, some of them. Uh, who so basically apart from Chong, Gomes, and Garner, who have been there for last couple of matches, we have Mason Greenwood, who is back from injury. I think he can get a give a good account if given a chance. Whether if we need a goal, he has been very clinical in the academy. We have all seen his goals, and he can come in at times. Lukaku can go right and stuff like that. We have Chong, I think, can be given a chance on the right wing. We are missing an attacker on the right wing. Yeah, Dalot is doing well, but who knows? Maybe if we need a goal in second half, uh, Garner and I, not sure. I mean, they might come on if we have any injuries or things like that. And we have a new youngster, Brandon Williams, who, I mean, I haven't followed as much before, but from what I've heard, he had a very good game against the in the Youth FA Cup against Chelsea, and he's a fullback who can play on both wings. And yeah, so I think some of these players can, for sure, I think three or four will be on bench, because apart from I think Rojo, Bai, and Romero, I don't think we have much options on the bench. So it will be filled with youth players, and two or three maybe can get a chance in second half if we need a goal, or even if we are completely out of the tie already by 60 minutes, then we can give them chance to give some rest to some players, because Arsenal game is an important, very important one for us. Probably more important from this because what do we say? Even if we qualify, Champions League is a far stretch target right now at this stage for United. Maybe next season we won't be saying this, but top four is more realistic. Though there is a difficult run of games coming up, but I think it's a more realistic target. We are currently in top four. We can make a huge statement on Sunday by beating Arsenal. Chelsea have a game in hand. We also have Chelsea at home at Old Trafford, so we fancy ourselves there. So top four is a very realistic target for Manchester United now, and that is should be the main focus if we are already out of the tie. Give youth a chance, give them some experience, and rest some of the important players. So maybe Lindelof, who he has played almost all the games. Maybe McTominay or a Pereira or a Lukaku or a Shaw. He has played a lot of games. Young has played a lot of games. Rashford has played games. So some of them can be rested for the Arsenal game if we are already out. But yeah, I think we are going to give a good account of ourselves, and I believe in miracles. Uh, yeah, 3-5-2 is the lineup that we shifted to in the last two games in the later stages, and that completely transformed United. Going forward, we always had five players that were attacking. Luke Shaw and Dalot as wing backs. They are very good attacking with wing backs as well. A number 10 playing there, Pereira, and two strikers, Lukaku and Rashford. So that's five players who are in an attack, and that gives us a very good advantage when we attack. And these five players can cause troubles to any defense. So, and when it comes to keeping the ball at the back, also it's easy to keep the ball with three centre backs passing amongst themselves, and also two defensive midfielders coming on to support the wing backs ready for the runs. So Fred and McTominay can be the two holding midfielders. I think this is a very good formation. Ole hasn't started that form with that formation yet, but I think we United fans and maybe the opposition also will be expecting United to start with that formation. Though we might also go with a 4-3-3 with Dalot as the right winger, right attacking player. Then I think 3-5-2, it will be fun to see United play. Interesting to see United play 3-5-2, and I think we will do well. Dalot is very good in attacking. He has stamina to make the runs up and down, and I think we need that because PSG has fast players in Di Maria and Mbappe, and even Draxler and the wing backs. So yeah, I think 3-5-2. Predicted lineup, I think it's pretty straightforward. De Gea would start. Lindelof, Smalling, Young have been starting last three games, I think. I expect this, but what I would want is Eric Bailly to come into the game, or rather to start the game, because he's the fastest amongst, is faster than all these three for sure, and if even in the previous game, Mbappe beat him for a micro millisecond, I would say, fraction of a second. But Mbappe can suddenly beat all these three more easily. And Young, I think he can. Eric Bailly can start in place of Young. Yes, Young can distribute better, but I think Eric Bailly can do that as well. But the problem is Young against fast wingers like Di Maria or fast players like Mbappe causes us huge disadvantage. I don't see that happening because Young is the most experienced player here, and Hollywood needs any experience that we get. He's gonna play it because Young, Smalling, and DG probably are the three only experienced players United have. Rest all are relatively very young players. I mean, no one above even 25, I think. Lukaku also not that old. He still has his best years ahead of him. I think he has already more than 120 goals in Premier League, but I think he still has the best years ahead of him, and he's a fab striker. On his day, he can uh, give a lot of problems to opponents. And I think this lineup, gives us confidence because Shaw, Pereira, Dalot, Rashford, Lukaku, they can cause problems. Uh, and there's nothing for United to fear. We are Manchester United. Whatever lineup we have, the Ole tells the players that they are here because they have good amount of talent in them, and they have to show it. And look at the players. They are not players who are out of form. Rashford is in good form. Lukaku is in good form. Dalot is in good form. Pereira is in good form. Shaw is in good form. McTominay has been good. I don't expect McTominay to dominate against Verratti, but McTominay has been good form. Fred maybe has not played enough and needs to step up, but the defense entirely has been good form. De Gea, I think you don't have to tell him to be at his best. He knows when to raise his levels and he will be at his best. So this is a United team that is in good form. They are playing well, and let's hope for the best. And yeah, predictions. I would never predict United to lose. The overall tie, maybe we expect to not go through. It would be a huge miracle. But irrespective, I think whatever result if you get, if it's a draw or win, 2-1, 3-2, anything, or a draw, 1-0, nil, anything, it's something that we should be immensely proud of. My prediction would be a 1-1 draw. I don't expect PSG to give us a clean sheet away. I mean, at Park this Princess, and I don't. I think PSG will keep themselves tight. They know United are going to attack a lot, so they are going to keep it tight at the back. They are not going to go gung ho and try to beat us 2-0 or 3-0. They are going to be happy to just go through the tie, even if it's a nil-nil or a draw. I see us scoring a goal because we are going to be hell bent on scoring one, and let's hope we do score more than one. But I think they are pretty sturdy at the back. They will end up maybe playing Marquinhos and uh, Dani Alves in the midfield, and apart from the four defense, I think that will make the game pretty tight. But with the 3-5-2, I think we have a chance. And if we nick a goal and we have the second half to us, anything can happen. Even if we take it to the extra time at 2-0, it's huge. And at extra time, if it goes to 2-0 extra time, United will be favorites because we have to somehow score one and then they're done. But that's a huge achievement. I mean, if we go to extra time, all United fans will be buzzing, and I mean the ones watching online on television or the ones supporting them. So let's hope for the best. I think let's support Manchester United to the best way we can possible. I mean, this is a good feeling that we have. We are still underdogs and we are not expected to win, but with the confidence in the team that we have, that Ole has, that the players have themselves, let's hope for a miracle. That's it, guys. Let me know your predictions and what do you think? What lineup will we go for? And will we go with a 4-3-3 or a 3-5-2? Do let us know in the comments. Do like the video if you think this is the lineup, and yeah, subscribe to the channel. We have some interesting videos coming up before the Arsenal game. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Let's keep rolling. Glory, glory, Man United.